Hello, everybody. How are you? I am Rachel, as in Racheal G. Palmistry. This is going to be my second official time slot here on Spiritual Psychics TV. And tonight, yes, we are not on Facebook. It's a whole can of worms that I was just discussing with Richard, the producer. So let's just say it's not happening there right now. It's on here on YouTube. So it is going to be a little difficult to actually do palm readings because there really isn't a DM or personal message kind of situation within YouTube that we can use. But if you are interested in having your palm read, we can try to get to that. So, Richard, you were going to post an email to send pictures to? Okay. It's I can't even think. Info at spiritualproductions.co.uk. Okay. Okay. So that is the email you can try to send a photo of your palm to. Remember, again, if we're doing this, I need the hand that you write with or the hand that you predominantly write with. So right. Exactly. Richard's reminding me. I have to see from the wrist all the way to the tips of the fingers and just go like that for the picture, okay? And other than that, I do have cards tonight. And I actually just got a new deck in the mail. And I did a little live feed on my page last night about it. These cards are amazing and they're perfect for this time of year. Um, I don't think they're available in shops yet or even on Amazon or anything like that because it was through a independent campaign and I contributed toward having this artist get them printed. And so as a result, I got a deck of cards for my contribution. So for tonight, I have a new deck called the Guardians of the Night. And it is by the same lady, MJ Collinane, that did the Crow Tarot, if any of you are familiar with that. And also, I have an Oracle deck, which is a really sweet, gentle, about your energy deck called the Whispers of Healing. And I hope you can see all that. Richard, I'm not actually getting any messages or anything, or I can't, I only see a little blurb. All right. Richard's just going to rearrange things. Hi, Christine. Oh, good to see you here. Good to have you. Hi, Suze. Thank you for coming by. Hi, Heidi. Good to see you again. I remember your name. Hi, Sarah. So, what time is it for you over there? Oh, okay. See, you expect me to do math or something? No, Rachel, no math. Okay, I actually thought that I was supposed to meet up with everybody here at 5:30, so I've been waiting, and I had to Google what time it was in the UK. Oh, my face is going red. Being honest. I was like, what? What's going on? Nobody's here. Hi, Lizanne. Hi. Good to see you. Okay. Hi, nature lover. So, how is autumn treating everybody? We have Halloween right around the corner. We have a full moon, which also happens to be a blue moon. Hi, Alyssa. It's Alyssa. Alyssa, look at you. Wow. Thank you for popping in. She pops into my live streams all the time over on my page, Racheal G. Palmistry. So it's nice for you to be here, Alyssa. Good, good. Yes. Get the word out, everybody, because as I said, we are not over there on Facebook, so there may be people actually within the event that was created over there thinking, where is this? So if you could like, do whatever you have to do and share this to get it out there for other people so that they can join in, it would be really appreciated. And oh, I love your little profile pic there. Okay. So tonight, I guess I'm going to predominantly do cards, which should be fun. Okay. Okay. Richard just said that he did post a link so that you can email a photo of your palm, just the palm side, not the back, just the palm side of the hand that you write with. You can send it off to him, and then I will be able to look at it and we can go from there. Now, something that I said last time, and I think I need to, create a habit out of it, is that palmistry is 100% different than cards. And it's not that one is better than the other, it's just a completely different dynamic. If you are getting a reading from somebody who's using cards, the cards are shuffled, they're put on the table, cards are pulled, the reading is done, the cards are put back in the box, and you leave the room. That's it. No cards are with you. You just leave the room. Whereas with palmistry, some people find it very intense because you have somebody, a reader, the hand that you write with, nature lover, whichever hand that you predominantly write with. Have the question left or right hand. There you go. Thank you, Heidi, for saying that. She's correcting it. She's got it going on tonight. So, like I was saying with palmistry, obviously you can't put your hand back into a box and put it in away in a drawer somewhere or a cupboard. You are walking around with it, and there it is, and you're constantly looking at it and saying, hey, what is that on my hand? What's going on? So some people find it lends to a tad bit of anxiety. So, I do have a filter. Last night when I did a live stream, I didn't have a filter, but Richard, I have a filter tonight. So I, obviously we'll see where it goes, but just keep it in mind. Hi, Missy. Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. So keep it in mind, though, that the type of readings that I do with palmistry, they're very much like a soul reading. Your energy, where it's been, where it's at now, and where it could potentially go in the future based on those lines up to the present, okay? So yeah, small lines change every 6 weeks to 2 months, and then there are 3 main lines that are on you. They're not going to go away. They were actually on you when you were in the womb at around 4 to 5 weeks old. So where you see life on a hand are on all of the lines that come off of the major lines, the tangential lines. So, hi, Crystal. Hi. So for some of you, I'm going to do some cards. And Richard, some people are still asking where to send the... Okay. Richard. you should you should hear Richard over here. After last time, I hope you are drinking caffeine, Richard. Okay. All right. We'll take a deep breath and buckle up. Okay. No, last time we did this, how many How many pictures of palms did you get? I think, I think you said like 30 or something. And it's, ah, Richard was had his work cut out for him that night. Let's just say that. Hi, Jeannie. Nice to see you. Love your hair. I really do. Very, very pretty hair. All right. So, Richard, are you going to start working on some of the palm picks that you said? Okay. And, you yes, you did, and you did put it on a split. I can't talk. Split screen, Richard, and you were able to bump up the contrast every once in a while. All right, will do. I'm being told to keep talking. Okay, buckle up. All right. All right. I'm just joking anyway. All right. So, someone's getting a card reading while Richard works on the photos that you're sending in. Now, who is that going to be? I think I would like to do Heidi. Heidi Spicer, I think her name was. Hi, Heidi. All right. So tonight you're getting two cards. One from the Guardians of the Night deck, which is that new deck I was talking about. Absolutely love these. I got them in the mail yesterday, delivered straight from the artist. And then I have the Oracle deck, the Whispers of Healing. So, first, for you, Heidi, I'm going to pull from the tarot deck. And these cards, I just, she has no idea that I'm using them in this way on live stream or anything, but I really do highly recommend these cards. I wasn't sure. Yeah. Let's see here. They're just so easy to shuffle. So Heidi, can you take a deep breath for me and just kind of close your eyes and just relax a little bit? Don't even know why I need to tell you that, but I just kind of feel that with you. Okay? Oh, there's a lot of energies on these. In a good way. Okay, first card for the evening for Heidi. Seven of Swords. Look at that imagery. I'm gonna go like that. Mm-hmm. These cards are absolutely amazing. So what can we say about this? Well, first off, in the background is a completely different species of cat. And here you are with all of the swords. Now, have you taken the swords away from them and just leaving them with a couple? Or are you trying to go into protection mode and you're hoarding them in case they say, hey, where did she go? So this is a lot of anxiety. And I do not, with these cards, it's not the very atypical, straightforward Rider-Waite tarot definitions or meanings for those cards, because this deals with a lot of what's called shadow work. So those things that, they're not really triggers, but those things that we push down to the point of where we may get overwhelmed by the slightest detail. Well, these are the things that get pushed down farthest. So that is where the shadow work has to be made. And we are entering into shadow time autumn, changing of the seasons, the days are going to be shorter for a period. We're going through a lot of change, and energetically, things are in chaos right now. And I don't mean to sound, you know, as a downer, as my sister would say, but we're all going through this, okay? But I need you to ask yourself in your heart of hearts, what battle are you preparing for? And I don't even know what that means, but I really feel that you just don't want to be seen right now. It's like you are trying to go inward, and you've just had enough. And if somebody were to push the wrong button just a little bit, that you would use all these swords. Okay? So here's that. Now, please remember to take those breaths. Remember to take those, give yourself a time out, as they say over here. Just a pause in the middle of this chaos. And know that even though you may feel as if you are a complete outsider to what's going on around you, because I want you to see these cats up here. Let's do that. Okay? Obviously, they are not a Black Panther. Alright? Oh, son got a positive corona test today and dealing with kids. Ah, okay. You need to put water back into your cup. This is a card of conflict. This is a card of anxiety. This is a card of stress. And I'm very sorry to hear that you do have these situations in your life, Heidi. But you have to remember that in order to go through and help people that do need assistance from you or some kind of involvement by you, that you are going to have to say to yourself, Heidi, it's time for time out. And give, if you have to go into a wherever, a water closet, a bathroom, whatever you want to call it, and just stand there with the door shut and just take a few deep breaths so you can recenter, reground, refocus on you. That will increase your energy, and you will be able to see things and go back into that situation with kind of a different standpoint, a base work to frame things on. But yes. Having to take responsibility for ex-husband and having to suck it up. Yeah. Take time for you, Heidi. There are a lot of demands on you. And you ultimately, your energy, what makes you you, and how you are with people and what people know of you, that is inside of you. And you physically have to take care of it. And some people say that the body is the temple, right? With you, it's kind of like a container. That's pretty much how I view the body itself, as a container for our energy. You have to pay attention to the subtle clues that are leaking out, okay? Whether it be wanting, not wanting, but having an argument, kind of being snappy with people. It's okay to do that, but you need to vent. You need to give yourself space, and that's what this card is. Okay? Now, I'm going to pull one of the oracle cards for you too, Heidi. All right? And I really am feeling I need to tell you as well, Heidi, is that don't be afraid. Don't know what that's about. You are stronger than you know. You truly are. Um, but just give yourself time to physically breathe and feel. Okay? I had to tell him off tonight. Not easy. I do need to vent. Time for a catch. All right. Well, here is your oracle card. Okay. Perfect. Kindness. Show yourself some kindness. Hope you can see that. We also have a lot of grounding images here. So I don't know what your personal belief system is here, but if I were you, I would probably try earthing if you are familiar with that. Just being out in nature for a while, giving yourself some quiet time outside and connecting with the elements. Because that is what this card is about. All right? Show yourself some kindness. Okay? That is what the Whispers of Healing is about. Okay? You need to grow just as much as you are helping others grow. And in order to do that, show yourself the kindness that you deserve. Hope that helped, Heidi. Okay? Oh. Oh. Okay, Richard says he is ready. Let's see. Alyssa? Yeah, let's do this. All right. First palm. Yes, that would help. Richard. Okay. That's a wonderful hand. Whose hand is this again? Alyssa? It's Alyssa from Facebook. All right, yeah. Okay, Alyssa, a few things on your hand right off the bat. Right off the bat. I need to tell you that it's okay to express yourself. Apollo, which is your ring finger, and I don't know, I can't remember if I read your hand before, but I'm telling you the things that are popping out at me like boom, right? Have like a little spotlight on them. Your Apollo finger, which is your ring finger, the shape of it, the bend of it compared to your other fingers, do not be afraid to express who you are and your opinion on things. Now, the idea that someone may say that, and I'm going to go there, I said I had a filter, Richard. I might not. I don't know. Some may say that you have a pompous way of explaining things according to the shape of your fingers. So keep it in mind that because of how your fingers look, it's just because if you decide to explain your opinion on things, that they're not going to be comfortable with that. The certain types of people that are around you, when it comes to whether it be, jobs and situations like that, um, they will take your ideas because you have a really, really great sense of self and you have a way of doing things your way. That is what you bring to the table to join with other people with. And they will have the problematic ability to say, oh, that's a great idea. Let's use it. And then in the whirlwind, you may get frustrated and say, hey, that was my idea, and point it out to them. That's going to create some friction. And if it does create friction, let me tell you, Alyssa, with the type of hand that you do have, it's just creating friction because they are not the people that you will ever get that recognition and appreciation from. They're almost like the wrong crowd. I really do feel I need to tell you to go into a more creative field, and don't know where any of this is coming from, just listening to that inner voice. And also, Alyssa, I want to tell you that you have what some people have on their hand, which are sister lines, which are those lines, and I will use my hand here, and I hope we can see it. Now, in this area of the thumb, which is the mount of Venus. Now, obviously, we have the lifeline, right? Using my own hand here. Ugh. Now, you also have things that are called sister lines that run parallel with the lifeline in the same direction that doesn't actually touch, but they run parallel with the lifeline. You have those. And I can't remember how old you are, but even your hand says that you will be going down a certain path and being known for making decisions and patterns in life in a certain way. People are going to know you for that. And then you're just going to be like, nope, I'm going to be me. I'm going to jump ship and start this direction. And that is the way to go. I also say a creative area of your life, because you are reevaluating. Okay. All right. Perfect. And I also say the creative side of things, because what people know you for, the strength of your character, can be found in the lines that go up through the center of the hand like this. Okay. And you have a couple of them. And what that means is basically starting one thing and then stopping and starting it a different way. And because where the longest one of these lines actually ends up, which is in the mount of Selene or Luna, the moon goddess, same goddess, just Greek or Roman here. She's the goddess of the moon, so we have all that intuition and empathy and emotions, right? Follow your instincts. You have to. You have a very good intuitive side of you. Listen to it. You already know, as you said, that you are reassessing your career path. So you know that there is a problem with the people that are around you. And yeah, I did just say that because you have a very wonderful hand. Now, with the type of watery tendencies that you do have, because remember, everybody, there are 4 basic types of hands. There's one for each major element. So there's earth, air, water, and fire, and then there are combinations. Now you have a lot of watery tendencies in your palm. Because the palm is what's closest to your heart, that is who you are underneath that mask that we all put on out there in society, just to get through our day-to-day chores and just the rigmarole of the daily situations. So because it is a watery softness, emotion kind of situation that is underneath your mask, you are going to be overwhelmed and very frustrated if they just don't get it. Which is why, again, I'm telling you, Alyssa, this reassessment that you are doing, that you confirmed, is the best way to go. Really is. Do something very creative, and I see a lot of colors around you. Don't know what that's about. Whether it be some kind of, I almost want to say like embroidery. Maybe it's a hobby that's coming into my head that I'm feeling. I don't know. But yeah, pay attention to that. You are a very intuitive lady. Yes, you are, Alyssa. And I'm very happy that you came here tonight. Yes, please keep SBTV free. As we see down on the bottom of the screen, you can become a patron to the site, to all of this programming. Amy, sorry, Richard. Look at her little emojis. That's hilarious. Okay, anyway, please become a patron of SPTV. Amy threw me off there. She's going to hear about this afterward. Keeping it free for everybody. This is a service for people who do have and share the same interests in spirituality. So, yeah. Thank you to everybody, and thank you to everybody who's showing up here tonight. So who else do we have, Richard, besides my sister, who sent a little sticking out of the tongue smiley emoji face? Sarah. Okay. All right. Sarah, love your combination hand. Absolutely love your combination hand. Now, Sarah, is this the hand that you write with? If you could please just let me know, because that is what we are looking at tonight. That is the type of like reading, the starting off point that I do with my clients when I first meet them. Okay. I'm just going to assume that it is the hand that you write with. So this reading is based on that. Okay. Now, a lot of things are popping up like little flags on your hand. As I said, you have a combination hand. You have a very earthy palm, but you also have some water in your hand. And that happens to be a very volatile combination. Don't mean to scare you. No doom and gloom here. It's just that, okay. It's just that, let's look at the symbology behind earth. And I like to go over this a lot. Earth is essentially soil, and it provides nutrients, energy, right, to other things to help them grow. And if that's who you are in your heart, right, because that's what's closest to your heart, that's who you are underneath it all, underneath all your armor and your masks and everything, right? Well, if you take on too much water, and these two very significant fingers are water fingers for you. This happens to be Jupiter, which is self-esteem, kind of like bravado, ego, right? And this happens to be Saturn, which is that very militant disciplinarian of like, just get it done no matter what. Very forceful. Let's crush a few toes. I don't care. Let's just get it done. So that's all about your drive. Well, these two fingers are water. And fingers, yeah, okay. So the fingers, Sarah, are what are out there in society. It's what you use. It's what gets involved with people. You grab pens, you grab pencils with it, right? So what you have a tendency to do is to bring on emotions from other people. And I get it. But emotions are the equivalent to water in palmistry. And if you bring on too much water and let it into your garden, your soil, your earthiness, it's going to flood everything out, isn't it? So for you, my friend, you are going to have to work on boundaries. 100%. Know that it's okay to draw a line in the sand, but make it a temporary line. I was actually doing meditating recently, and it kind of flew into my head the concept that, yes, we as individuals are important, and our self-care is very important, but so is the inclusive we and us, okay? So in order to go out there and be a part of other people and be in groups and have healthy relationships, that kind of thing, all across the board, right? We need to take care of our inner energy. And if you are continuously putting water into your garden, the projects and the things that you are helping to grow and nurture and assist may fall somewhat flat. Now, a few other things that are on your hand is that you have to stop with the self-doubt. You have to. The self-doubt exists because there is this watery inlet, an inlet of water into your garden, which will create that fear, which will create, oh, am I doing this right? That kind of thing. It's okay. It's okay. Just work on those boundaries, meaning feel confident that what you are doing, how you are expressing yourself, and the decisions that you are making for others, have that confidence that it is correct in the situation and in the context that it's made in, instead of just letting other people give you their 2 cents and you feeling like you have to follow it. Yeah, I have no idea. I have all these thoughts in your head about your hands, Sarah. This is wild. Your presence line is very narrow, which also kind of reinforces what I'm saying. And the fact that Mercury, which is the little finger, the pinky, now he is set lower on the hand, and for most people he is. But he is about direct communication. So he's the one that would say, it's raining outside. This is a pen. This is a desk. This is a card. Very straightforward black and white communication. And also kind of stands for your spine if you go to defend that truth that you know. And yours is set low, and there is a space in between Apollo and Mercury, which means that you hesitate to actually go out there and say, no, I don't agree with it. Focus on that. Focus on your strength and know that it is okay to stand up for your personal beliefs. It really, truly is, Sarah, and I hope that helped a little bit, okay? And if it got too heavy and deep, I apologize. I apologize. I do. I apologize. But it was just everything that was, it was coming in, everything that was coming to me. I felt I had to tell you. I could probably spend a couple hours on your hand, to be quite honest, but that's the prominent aspect of your hand. Okay. I think it's time for a card, Richard. All right. Let me see here. I guess I have a chat thingy over here. Nope. I do not. Yeah. All right. Technical difficulties. Oh, I didn't know you had a Twitter page, Richard. All right. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I just started a TikTok, but I just started it. All right, so Alyssa, I hope that you got something out of that reading, okay? I really do. Good, Sarah. Good. I'm happy that it's making some sense for you. That's what it's all about, okay? And people will open up to you because of that earthy quality that is your palm. There is this kind of subconscious tendency, like we seek and feel vibes from people, and you as an earth hand, you are going to attract people that need an extra push in life and need an assist. Okay, so remember that. Absolutely, Michelle. Absolutely. Rhodonite also is my favorite stone that I like to work with. Yes, rhodonite. So Michelle, you're getting a card. Okay. do this. Again, everybody, thank you for coming by tonight on Spiritual Psychics TV. I know it's a lot different than Facebook, but here we are. Spread the word, get the word out, share, like, hit the little bell button thingy to get notifications for any time that SPTV goes live. You'll get a notification. Ooh, this card wanted you, Michelle. Almost fell off the deck. All right, here we go. This is your tarot card. Michelle. The Fool. This is the absolute beginning of the major arcana of the tarot. And now the imagery on this, and it's the number 0, okay, if you are into numerology. Now the interesting thing here is that we have some wolves in the background. But you are this little bunny just kind of out there in the open, not trying to hide, just trying to do your thing, just trying to live your life. And you are getting this wolf get really close to you. Now, that is the Fool aspect of this card. But what we understand as the Fool card in general is that it's having that kind of energy to just go out there, be brave, and start something new, because who knows what will happen. That is the true energy of the Fool card, right? Now, I also want to show you that you are on ice, so maybe you're a little cunning too, whatever situation that you have, because remember, a rabbit is a lot lighter than a wolf, isn't it? And if you are the rabbit and you are kind of luring the wolf to come out onto the ice, maybe he'll fall through the ice. Don't doubt yourself. Don't. In whatever's going on, don't doubt yourself, but pay close attention to the signs that are around you. I feel I need to tell you that. Now, with that, with signs, I'm going to segue into a lot of stuff that's going on energetically right now. As I started to say a while back, we do have a full moon, a blue moon, happening on Halloween. And the moon situation is a hunter moon. And here we have a wolf that's out on the prowl trying to hunt. I can't deny the significance of that to this card. I don't know if there's going to be a change for you. It will be for the better. I do feel that. Around the full moon, around this coming weekend, I don't know, but look for those signs, because as a lot of people say, and I know it may sound a little outlandish or even hokey, but the veils are thinning. A lot of people, because of all the astrology, all the planetary things that are going on right now, vivid dreams, just very intuitive thoughts, that little inner voice in the gut that we often have. Listen to all of that. Pay attention. And if you do have very vivid dreams, write it down. Write it down. Because you are absolutely in a relaxed state when you are sleeping. And that's where you will get those messages that will actually help you and guide you through the Fool. Okay. Hope that helped a little bit, Michelle. All right. Do we have a poem yet, Richard? Okay. Okay. Ready when you are. It's a poem after my own heart. I love your hand. I do. Oh, this is amazing. Now, this is the hand that you write with, I'm assuming, so we're going to go with a reading in that direction. Now, the thing with you is that obviously water everywhere, water everywhere, but the length of your fingers and the width of your fingers means that you also have earth-like tendencies. Now, some of the things that stand out to me just first looking at your hand. Okay. All right. So, Crystal, some of the things that stand out to me on your palm are, it actually I should say, is your wisdom line and an area on your hand, which is that intuitive part of who we are, which is the Mount of Luna, aka the Mount of Selene. Okay. Now, I really get from your hand that you are an empath. Um, I don't know if you have done any research on what it is to be an empath. There are all kinds of different types of empaths and different abilities, etc. Now, please don't shy away from using your gifts, because I do kind of feel that you do have a gift, a very I'm just being overwhelmed with the lines in your hand. I'm jumping up to your relationship line, which is the top line up here. Okay. Now, you feel things on a very intense level. You do. And I'm going to say the type of hand that you have and the depth and actual like bulbiness, like pillow like areas on your hand that I'm seeing kind of insinuates that you might feel like you are not a part of the crowd. Now, it's okay. And I can't stress that enough right now, especially with everything that everybody is going through. This is an emotional time. It's like topsy-turvy. Every way we turn, we don't really know what to expect. But no, yes, you are picking up energies from other people. Yes. So this affects relationships. And I don't mean like significant other romance kind of stuff. I mean every relationship, business, just talking to people, getting to know people, and also our significant others, obviously. But I mean every relationship across the board. Now, your relationship line has this way of going in and out, meaning it's deep and then it gets lighter, deep and then lighter, which means that you have a way of actually feeling very deeply for someone, and then they will do the slightest thing and you will back away, you will pull away. I get it. It is a type of preservation mode, right? Protection kind of thing that a lot of us have. But really, you have a gift. It's just up to you if you are going to listen to that gift. Now, the length and width of your fingers having this kind of an earth slash air, your hand is super combination hand. It has 3 elements in it, all right? Now, the tips are very air-like, meaning that people, when they first kind of just feel your energy, they're not going to be able to get a fast read on you, so to speak. But going further down in your hand, you go through the earthiness, and then they're going to be like, oh, that she's a very nice person, she's very giving, and this is where things might run amok. They may try to just really kind of say, hey, Crystal, what if? Hey, Crystal, should I? You know, you get people constantly trying to pull attention and pull energy from you. And trust me. Yep, there you go. The suit of armor. Exactly. So I get it. Everything in your hand says basically what I'm saying. But another thing I'm going to tell you, and Crystal, can you tell me how old you are, please, if you may? Oh, okay. Yeah, Richard's just explaining some details to me. If you could just give me a general age, like a decade, that would be great. Because in your Mount of Venus, which as I said is the base of the thumb, this big bulby area, right? You do have a sister line that is temporarily there. Now, if this sister line has already left, then you may feel overwhelmed, left with a lot of burdens, like something's just out of place. You can't put your finger on it, which adds to a lot of anxiety. Now, you are going to have a sister line. Sister lines are those guardian angels, the spirit guides, friends and family that have passed over and are in heaven or on the other side in the ether and source, whatever your personal beliefs are. And they kind of come forward to protect you in a way of almost trying to filter out negative situations from having a deep effect on you. Now, in the early 50s. Okay. All right. So, yeah, they're not there. They are not there. So don't feel like something is lost or that something is off, okay? What it is that it's just time for you to understand your gift and to start working with your gift and applying it to your relationships. Armor is very heavy. It's very heavy. And every knight knows that at some point you have to take the armor off and dress your wounds and take care of yourself, because you may have to put that armor back on and get back out there. You have a sister, but you're not close. Okay. All right. Now, it's okay to put your foot down. It's okay. I really feel that I need to say that to you. And it's not just based on what you said about your sister. It's moreover based on a line that is in the center of your hand, which is oftentimes called that presence line that I talk about, that runs up through the middle of the palm like this, okay? If you notice, it took you a long time to kind of fall in and grow into the shoes that were put on you when you were born in this life, meaning your line should start up here, and instead it is down here. It gets deeper as you get older, which means you will become stronger in your own skin. You won't need that armor anymore. You won't. And that is a future situation. Remember that you are heading down a very good path, but I'm giving you a little bit of an assignment. Look up different types of empaths, and if you want any kind of reading material, just reach out to me on my Facebook or wherever, and I would love to give you some resources to look that up with. Hope that helped. Hope it helped. Let's see, what's a crystal say? I also have a relation, but past hurts often hold me back. I'm working on changing and healing that. Yep. Okay. Perfect. Okay, we have a couple of things to talk about. Other additional programs that are going to be coming up tomorrow, I believe. We have Sam Pert. Sam is great. I love him. He actually did a small reading on me too, but he didn't know who I was. So we have Live with Spirit, and it's going to be live free readings tomorrow at 8:30 in UK with Sam Pert. And Polly's show, Richard is telling me Polly's show will not be on tomorrow. So. Okay. Now we have a wonderful animation for this Saturday night as well that Richard's going to play right now. Okay. I love that animation. I was just telling Richard that. That was amazing. You did that yourself, right? It's Richard. That's his artwork. That's his creativity at work right there. So remember, everybody, go to and support, become a patron of SPTV, Spiritual Psychics TV. And you can find a link there for the latest updates. And you also have, oh, you're very welcome, Crystal. Very, very welcome. Anytime. And become a patron. Yeah, help keep these kinds of readings free to everybody. All right. So I hear that we have one more palm for this evening. Okay. Okay. Julie. Julie's getting her palm read. Uh-oh. Okay. Here it comes, everybody. Wow. Fantastic. Absolutely. These hands tonight, everybody. Wow. You 100% have a combination hand between fire and earth. Yeah. Now, I also, little side note, I happen to be a fire earth hand. Now, Julie, a couple things pop out at me right away. First off, the shape of your thumb and the shape of Jupiter on your hand. The thumb, as I've said, is Venus. Now, when we think about Venus, it's not really about love in palmistry. It's more of like how we interact with people, everybody, okay? And if a situation arises that is negative, it leaves lines that go this way from the base of the thumb toward the lifeline, okay? Just over to the lifeline here. Now on you, you have a very, very pronounced thumb. The thing with fire and earth hands, and this is coming from the heart because I am one myself, probably TMI there, but stuck my foot in it there. But anyway, what does fire and earth have in common? Well, earth, as we've established, is soil. It's what we create gardens with. Soil provides nutrients to others and provides, right, that you grow things out of earth. It's all about energy. And well, with fire, you have the ability to provide home, hearth, right, food, warmth, all the above. But the one thing that is overlooked all the time by fire earth hands is that both sides, both aspects need to be fed. If you do not feed a fire, it'll burn out. And if you do not supply nutrients back into the soil that is continuously pumping out energy and help to other people, if you do not put nutrients back into that soil, into that earth, nothing will grow. So you have to feed two aspects of who you are. Now, the fiery aspect of you, which, as I said, is Venus, right, which is how you interact with people, and Jupiter, which aka Zeus, right, they are the largest fingers on your hand, which means that that is a quality that you are known for, first and foremost. Just boom, that's it. That's who you are known for. And then the other side of you is this softer, earthy side where people will be attracted to your ability to help them. Now, I could say a lot about some anxiety lines here, okay? Remember, give yourself that time out, because if you do not feed who you are on a soul level and give the nutrients to yourself that you need, then unfortunately, the type of hand that you have, um, you may suffer burnout at some point, meaning that you just will be like, I'm not doing anything, and just kind of shut down. And unfortunately, we are in a situation where we really do need to take care of every aspect of who we are. Now, you also have rings on Saturn and a ring on Apollo on your hand. And some may say, oh, well, those are the only fingers these rings fit, etc., right? That's where karma comes in. Now, the fact that you have a ring on Saturn, which is that very militant, good, Julie, I'm happy it's spot on, okay? So the fact that you are wearing a ring on Saturn is kind of like a little tiny subconscious reminder of like, ooh, I have to put forth extra effort here. I have to really, really strive and put forth extra effort. And then the fact that you have a ring on Apollo is a reminder to actually take care of yourself, your inner self. So I'm going to advise you to start expressing the things, start explaining to people what is draining your energy. Explain to them what is just overwhelming you and zapping your resources out, okay? Now, another thing is the calluses on your hand. No worries there, but calluses do have a meaning, okay? Now, they are actually in the Mount of Venus, and they are around your presence line. Do not worry about how other people perceive you. Do not try to live up to somebody's expectation of who they think you should be. I see that in your hand. You are much stronger, and you have a lot more to give than that, okay? Now, your lines run very deep, but they're also very close together, which means an intensity is within your soul. You are a very intense person, and I get that because personally I get that a lot too. So yeah. Now, a couple other things I want to tell you. An interesting aspect on your hand that I didn't really pick up on any of the other hands I saw tonight is that you actually have people in your life, this current life with you, that you knew and had contact with in past lives. Interesting idea, right? And that can be seen up here on the relationship, the beginning of the relationship line. Now, with that, and the fact that you have rings on these fingers, I'm really curious as to what your left hand looks like, because that's where we're going to see an ambulance is going by. I'm sorry if it's really loud, because it's really loud here. Give it a second. Let's just send some good energy out to everybody, okay? Because of the ambulance, okay? Sorry, took a moment there. So, because you have these rings on these fingers, I'm really curious as to what your opposite hand looks like, because it would almost, I would bet that there are signs on your left hand of where you were not able to finish, almost like your prime directive, so to speak, of how you were supposed to do things, like the mission that you were on in your past life. You just didn't get a chance to complete it. Now, which is why there is this nervous, very intense energy in your hand, because you want to get it done. You want to get it done now. So please, I don't know if you are comfortable meditating, but I also see a lot of empathic lines on your hand. And do the research. As I said before, I think it was with Crystal's hand. If you just type in empath, different types of empaths, Google it, do whatever, You'll be surprised what'll start clicking with you. And the more knowledgeable you are about what type of empath you are, you will be able to structure your life in such a way of where that anxiety and that intensity will kind of, that weight will be off your shoulders in a very positive manner. Okay? And also, self-doubt. Come on now. Self-doubt is an underlying theme here, probably because of what happened in your past life. And I've never even ventured into reading past life hands on here, but maybe that's a topic for a future show. I don't know. But remember, you have to feed your fire and you have to feed your earthy side of you, or else you won't be able to provide that assistance and to complete the work that you are here to do. I hope that helped a little bit. Okay. Oh, we have another poem. Okay. Joe. Okay. We have Joe's hand. All right. Ready when you are, Richard. I'll try my best. I hear you cut the thumb off, Joe. It's okay. All right. Okay. So, you are a hard worker. You really are. You have, first things that come to mind when looking at your palm is that you feel things on a very deep emotional level. But I also want to say with you the old adage that still waters run deep. I look at your hand, and the first thing I see is earth, straight up. And a fun fact, I'll probably end up writing a book about this at some point in my life, but the majority of the people I read hands for are earth-handed people. Interesting tidbit of information to think about there. Now with you, I look at your hand and I see the foundation, the base of something that will hold up a huge, huge amount of, I want to say, like structures, projects, everything, that you are the core, the key to everything that is going on around you when it comes to family, when it comes actually to work, when it comes to everything, every aspect of who you are. Now, other things that come to play is that you have a balanced hand, but I also see this side of your hand, right? In your plane of Aries. The plane of Aries on that side of your hand is very dominant. So when you are actually providing this support system to other people and providing and providing and providing for others, please let yourself have a moment of a deep breath. Give yourself that time out that I've been focusing on all evening, because you need to start expressing to people how it makes you feel. Because after a while, and I hope I don't step on a toe here, but I kind of get the feeling that I need to tell you that at a certain point in time, everybody has to do their own work. Don't really know what that's about, but that is how everybody learns, is by getting a few scrapes and bumps along the way. We pick ourselves up and then we keep going. You can only, and I also the old adage, a lot of old adages, I don't know what that's about, but it's like screaming in my mind right now of like you can only lead a horse to water. You cannot make them drink it. Okay. So those are the relationships around you. If you do start expressing how their expectations of you and their demands on you makes you feel, those relationships will get even deeper for you. And their respect and the way they see you will even deepen more than that. And they already really do respect you, okay? Um, hmm. Also, the fact that your Saturn finger, which is the middle finger again, and your Apollo finger are coming together at the tips also says that people see in you a very unique way of doing things, very creative, expressful way, okay? But when it comes to actually defending your energy, what makes you uniquely you, if somebody wrongs you or depletes you, takes too much of your time, don't be afraid to say, hey, that I need to stop this right now. You need to do this on your own. I think that is a key facet of what is in your hand. Okay? I'm going to pull a card for you too. I feel drawn to do that, right? I'm going to pull an oracle card. Okay, Joe, hang in there. I'm going to shuffle a little bit here. Yes, and don't forget, as it says at the bottom of the screen, don't forget to click the bell icon, and then you will automatically get notifications anytime SPTV goes live. So here is an oracle card for you, and this is the Whispers of Healing. Oh, what did I say, Joe? Reliable. That's you. That is you. You are reliable. You are the foundation. You hold up so many people. You really do. So many projects come from you and are being supported by you. And if you notice this imagery, she's on a boat. She's in a boat, right? On water. But her eyes are closed. And she's playing her own music, which is that creative aspect, that unique aspect that you have. But this card is also a reminder that you, thank you for that. Thank you for saying that. That touches my heart. It truly does. Now remember that you have to know that you can rely on you too, okay? Not just everybody around you. So take care of yourself. Hit that pause button, take that time out, and enjoy who you are, what makes you uniquely you. Okay? I hope that helped. Okay. And thank you, everybody, for letting me see your palms. As I said, it is a completely different. Yes, the time difference messed me up too tonight. I had to Google what time I was supposed to be here. Yes, that was very shameful, but but a truth and an honest truth at that. Okay, so yes, thank you, Missy. Absolutely. I will be here again in 2 weeks. Is that right, Richard? Right. I will be here again in 2 weeks. And remember, you can find me on Racheal G. Palmistry. I had a little blurb there in my brain. I'm still going on about that last hand. Wow. Okay. I have all these different ideas about it. But anyway, so would anybody like a card? All right, Missy. Missy, you're getting a card. And you are getting, here we go. You are getting a card from the new deck. Going to shuffle. I wonder what it'll be. The Four of Swords. Wow. Let's look at the imagery here. First off, you're this little hedgehog. And you are underground. You are really, really deep. Almost, I don't know, do hedgehogs actually hibernate? Because I get a hibernation feel with this. Okay, all right. Yeah, Richard's saying they do. Now, with this, we see the leaves. So this is a situation that's going on right now. And we see you, even though you're going to hibernate, and even though you are buried way deep down, right? You also brought a sword with you, just in case. And you also, I have the feeling, set a kind of a trap. So if anybody were to come close to you, they would feel this first, and either they would walk away or they would really have to try hard to get to you. So your defenses are up. You are right there. You are on, okay? So with that, obviously, there's a lot of anxiety, because if it is your time to take time for you to hibernate and kind of just shut down through the season, through the cold, and just kind of relax, right? But yet there are all these things that are going on in your life where it's just very unstable. That's not a good place to be in. So I understand this card, Missy. I really, really do. Okay? And swords, as we know, aka air, is conflict. So I question certain situations with relationships in your life right now because of the imagery on this card, right? Now I'm also going to pull an oracle card for you. And I see that the feed is a little glitchy. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go with an oracle card. Ooh, didn't want to shuffle. Okay, Whispers of Healing deck. I shuffled these. You got the reliable card again. I pulled this again. Missing. Know your strength. Recognize your self-worth. Know your own strength. Rely on your strength. And the fact that you do have those defenses, right? The sword sticking up out of the ground, which I feel is kind of like a little trap, right? And that you are going to try to rest, but still have a little bit of protection around you, right? I get it. But know that you are the reliable one. This is a strength that you have. Pay attention to that strength, okay? Find comfort in that strength. And also, I need to tell you, know that it will be okay if you close your eyes to actually hibernate and give yourself that time off. Okay? Okay. Between November and March? Yeah. So between November and March, these situations are at play. So, that's when everybody is indoors, it's cold, wintry. This all makes sense. look for things to arise coming up. So just take care of you for now. And I think, Missy, that I think you're the Missy that actually I've spoken to you before. If that's the case, then I feel I need to tell you the following, is that I suggest that you get a sound bath and get familiar with what those terms mean. A lot of people use Tibetan singing bowls and crystal singing bowls, etc., and that actually aids in meditation. And do it in a group setting instead of just trying to do it on your own, because you do have your defenses up. You are on guard right now going into a situation. So allow your time to really feel and get to know what it is to be relaxed. Okay? And by doing so, you are also giving yourself time to build up your energy resources so that you can go those winter months while you hibernate until we come out of it and go into the sun again. Okay? Thank you, Missy, for coming by tonight. All right. I think we're gonna close it tonight. I'm starting to actually lose my voice. All right. So Richard is just going to, we're going to wrap it up for tonight. As you see at the bottom of the screen, there is my Facebook page. Please stop by. I do random live streams myself and do random events, things like that. And I like to post cheeky, little funny tidbits too. But anyway, so yes, thank you. It was an honor getting to read your palms. Really was. As I said, a lot of people find it completely different than tarot, and I do like to kind of put that out there. Thanks for reading my palm, Racheal. You were brilliant. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And I say thank you to Richard. You're very, very welcome, Sarah. Oh, and you've messaged me. Okay, I look forward to reading what you sent me. Great. Wonderful. Wonderful. All right, everybody. Remember, become a patron. It's over here on YouTube now and not on Facebook. So click the bell symbol and you will receive notifications anytime the YouTube channel for Spiritual Psychics TV goes live. And remember also, we have Sam Pert tomorrow, and I think it's called Live with Spirit. Is that correct, Rich? All right, and that at 8:30 tomorrow, and that is UK time. So I think that would be what 4:30. I think I would have to Google it again. I'm horrible with the time change and everything. All right. So yeah, Sam at 8:30 UK time, and then Polly will not be here tomorrow, but tune in. You can't go wrong. This is a great, great place to be. Thank you very much. It was an honor. I look forward to seeing you in 2 weeks. Thank you.